Hello again, hello, yes, hello again. We are Leviticus 20, right? We're still talking what the about the laws, right? The laws of God. And we're going to continue talking about the laws of God because it's good. You must know it. If you don't know the law, you will actually go to jail. You may get punished. You may disobey it. You could do a lot of stupid things. But when you know the law, you could do right and get blessing from God. Right? So that's the world. The world will send you to jail. But God will just punish you or even kill you if you disobey the law. So let's know the law. Right? Verse 20. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, say further to the people of Israel, any other people of Israel, or of the alien who reside in Israel, who give any of their offspring to Malesh, we talked about Malesh last time, to Malesh, shall be put to death. The people of the land shall stone them to death. 3. I myself will set my face against them and will cut them off from the people, because they have given of their offspring to Malesh, defying my sanctuary and profaning my holy name. Verse 4. If the people of the land should ever close their eyes to them when they give of their offspring to Malesh, and do not put them to death, I myself shall set my face against them and against their family, and will cut them off from among their people, them and all who follow them, and prostituting themselves to Malesh. Verse 6. If any turn to medium and wizard, prostituting themselves to them, I will set my face against them and will cut them off from the people. Consecrate yourself, therefore, and be holy, for I am holy, your God. Keep my statutes and observe them. I am the Lord, I sanctify you. All who curse father or mother shall be put to death. Having cursed father or mother, their blood is upon them. Verse 10. If a man commit adultery with the wife of his neighbor, both the adulterer and the adulteress shall be put to death. The man who lies with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall be put to death. Their blood is upon them. Right? Now, verse 12. If a man lies with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall be put to death. They have committed perversion. Their blood is upon them. 13. If a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall be put to death. Their blood is upon them. If a man take a wife and her mother also, it is depravity. They shall be burned to death, both he and they, that they may be no depravity among them. If a man has sexual relationship with an animal, he shall be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. 16. If a man approach any animal and has sexual relationship with it, you shall kill the woman. If a woman approach any animal and has sexual relationship with it, you shall kill the woman and the animal. They shall be put to death. Their blood is upon them. 17. If a man take his sister, a daughter of his father, or a daughter of his mother, and sees her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, it is a disgrace, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He has uncovered his sister's nakedness, and he shall be subject to punishment. If a man lies with a woman having her sickness and uncover her nakedness, he has laid bare her flow, and she has laid bare her flow of blood. Both of them shall be cut off from their people. 19. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister or of your father's sister, for that is to lay bare one own flesh. They shall be subject to punishment. If a man lies with his uncle's wife, he has uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall be subject to punishment. They shall die childless. If a man take his brother's wife, it is impurity. He has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. 22. You shall keep all my statutes and all my ordinances, and observe them, so that the land to which I bring you to settle in may vomit you out. Verse 23. You shall not follow the practice of the nation that I am driving out before you. Because they did all these things, I abhorred them. But I have said to you, you shall inherit their land, and I will give it to you to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God. I have separated you from the peoples. You shall therefore make a distinction between the clean animals and the unclean, and between the unclean bird and the clean. You shall not bring abomination on yourself by animals, or by bird, or by anything with which the ground teem, which I have set apart for you to hold, set apart for you to hold unclean. You shall be holy to me, for I the Lord am holy, and I have separated you from the other people to be mine. 27. A man and a woman who is a medium or a wizard shall be put to death. They shall be stoned to death. Their blood is upon them. Wow. The blood is upon them. Yes. This chapter largely repeats several laws from chapter 17 and 18, which we have done already, but add a specific penalty for violation of the laws. Right? Now, if you chapter 17 and 18 was saying don't do it, it's an abomination. Now he's saying if you do it, you're gonna be stoned to death. You'll be cut off, or you're not gonna be able to have children. You're gonna be barren. So you gotta ask yourself, if a person is barren, what did they do? Is it the biblical barrenness, or because they did something against the word of God that caused them to be barren, or is it a natural barrenness or medical reason why they become barren? You understand? Because anyway, all that is in it. If somebody is a wizard, a witchcrafter, natural priestess, somebody who, like the African movies, they go there to get power, kill them off. God don't want them in the land. Kill them off. Those kind of things. Those kind of people. You gotta observe the word of God. It tells you exactly what to do. Okay? Now, in verse 2 to 5. Verse 2 to 5. I like verse 2 to 5. Is talk about malesh. 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 let me read verse 2 to 5 for you. He said, I gotta get. Say further to the people of Israel, any other people of Israel, or of the alien who reside in Israel, who give any of their offspring to Malesh shall be put to death. The people of the land shall stone them to death. I myself will set my face against them and will cut them off from the people, because they have given of their offspring to Malesh, defiling my sanctuary and profaning my name. And if the people of the land should ever close their eyes to them when they give of their offspring to Malesh and do not put them to death, I myself will set my face against them and against their family, and will cut them off from among their people, them and all who follow them and prostituting themselves to Malesh. So let me explain who Malesh is. I explained already back in chapter 18. If you was following in chapter 18, I explained who Malesh was. Let me take a moment to go back to chapter 18. 18 verse 21. Malesh was the pagan deity of the nation of Oman. That's Ommon. Of the nation of Oman, which was located just east of Canaan. The Bible associates the rite of child sacrifices with the god Malesh, which happened in 2 King 23 verse 10 and Jeremiah 32 verse 35. Okay, if you go to my chapter 18 review, you also get the same answer for Malesh. Okay, just in case. Now let's continue on to a review of verse 10 to 21. Verse 10 to 21. Okay, the sexual transgressions listed here exhibit varying severity as indicated by the punishment specified. Okay, so verse 10 to 21. So if you read verse 10 to 16, it says, if a man commit adultery with the wife of his neighbor, both the adulterer and the neighbor shall be put to death. The man who lies with his father's wife has uncovering his father's nakedness. Both of them shall be put to death. Their blood is upon them. If a man lies with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall be put to death. They have committed perversion. Their blood is upon them. If a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall be cut off. They shall be put to death. Their blood is on them. 14. If a man takes a wife and her daughter also, it is depravity. They shall be burned to death, both he and they, that there may be no depravity among them. Verse 15. If a man has sexual relationship with an animal, he shall be caught, he shall be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. 16. If a man approach any animal, if a woman approach any animal and has sexual relationship with it, you shall kill the woman and the animal. They shall be put to death. Their blood is upon them. Okay? Because why? The Bible clear. Death. Right? There are specific punishment if you sleep with your neighbor's wife. Okay? If you sleep with your brother's wife, if you sleep with your brother's brother, your sister's sister, it's like a modern day Jerry Springer or Mary Povich, you know. It tell you, if you go to those shows, you're like, well, my husband slept with my daughter. I don't know what to do. I think they're cheating on me. Put them to death. Simple. The Bible clear. stone them to death, kill them. Okay? Follow the laws. That way there won't be none of this garbage going on. The reason there's so much garbage going on because they didn't follow the laws of the land. Okay? That's it. Oh man, like I heard right now, Canada approved for people to marry animals. The Bible's clear. Put them to death. Put the animal to death and put the person who married the animal, if it's a woman or male, put them to death. You cannot be having sexual relationship with animals. It's against, kill them. Okay? So a lot of things we allowed in our land is because we don't follow the laws of the land. And then you're wondering, how come all this sickness and all these bad things happening? Because your pagan self, who claim to be a Christian nation, right? We claim to be a Christian nation, but a lot of the people practice witchcraft and paganism and all these evil act that they do, right? They do all the evil act that they do, and they're doing their ceremonies and stuff. We practice them right in the open, you know? And then you're asking why God want to punish you. Come on. Stop. Sickening. Now, verse 17 and 19 talk about the same thing. If a man take his sister, a daughter of his father, or a daughter of his mother, and sees her nakedness, and see her his naked, and she see his nakedness, is a disgrace, and they shall be cut off from the sight of the people. He has uncovered his sister's nakedness. He shall be subject to punishment, which is what? Death. Okay? If a man lies with a woman, having her sickness and uncover her nakedness, what? If you have sex with a woman during her menstrual cycles, come on, it's nasty. That's what the verse 18 is about. A man lies with a woman having her sickness and cover her nakedness. He has laid her bare her flow, her blood, and she has laid bare her flow of blood. Both of them shall be cut off from the people. You cannot be among people. Come on. You're disgusting. Nastiness. Okay? Some things you don't do. You don't have sex with somebody during your period. You don't have sex with somebody, anybody during that time. You uncover her nakedness. Stop it. Especially if it's not your husband. You're really going down now. So stop. Okay? Banishing from the community, right? Verse 17 to 19. If you see that, you're going to be banished from the community. You shall, okay, you shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, your aunt, or your father's sister, your aunt, for that is to lay bare one own flesh. They shall be subject to punishment, banishment. Move out the way, you know. Now, verse banishment from the community is 17 and 19. If you do any of the thing from verse 10 to 16, you're going to be put to death. Okay, that's it. Verse 20 to 21 is talking about childlessness, right? You're going to be barren. If a man lies with his uncle's wife, your aunt, if you lie with your aunt, your uncle's wife, he has uncovered his nakedness. That's for his eyes on. If that's for your uncle's eyes on, and then you want to sleep with your aunt, bad move. They shall be subject to punishment. They shall die childlessly. You took your aunt from your uncle. You and your aunt not gonna have no kids because you had no business have been with your aunt. You shall die helplessly, childless, no kids at all. If a man take his brother's wife, it is impurity, and has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall die childlessly. If you sleep with your brother's wife, you're not going to have no kids. So you have to ask yourself, Oh, doctor, I can't have no kids. What do I do? I was in love with the brother at first. Jerry Pover, Jerry Springer, Murray show right there. I had I met him. I met the brother. Then I met with him or whatever. Then or your brother's fiance, whatever. Then you met somebody's your brother's wife. Then you met the brother. You fell in love with the brother one night. We slept together, whatever. You just curse yourself. No kids. If you ever wanted to have a family, that dream is dash. It's gone. It's finished. It's no more. Finish. So, because God don't want you to have more kids, and then the sin that you did go on the kid, and then generation, everybody going to be sleeping with everybody. That cycle going to continue on. God said, nope, that's it. Cut. That's it. No more. Finish. Okay? You only have one try at life. Keep it open. Leave it going. Okay? Now, let's do 25. That's 25 deal with description on which animals are clean or unclean, right? If we talk about that on chapter 11, right? Talk about that on chapter 11, how clean animals and unclean animals, which to eat, which not to eat, and stuff like that. On the notion of clean and unclean animals, we did a whole video on clean and unclean animals. Is the concept, I probably not named that video. The concept, ritual purity and cleanliness. Ritual purity and cleanliness video. Watch it. It will help you out. Okay? Now in verse 26. Verse 26. The verse is another statement of the foundational principles of these holiness laws. Verse 26. You shall be holy to me, for I am holy. I am separated I have separated you from other peoples of mine, from other peoples of his. You are the special chosen ones. You are the special group of people that he chose for himself. There's other people that's in the world God had created, but they backslide. That's why God wiped them off. But this time he's not going to wipe off. He said he's not going to kill off the whole world no more. That's it. He did it one time, that's it. So, this time, he let you live, but he chose you. He chose Abraham heir. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, their heir. To be his people. Even though there was all these other people that he didn't kill, but he chose them as his special group. So, therefore, he must teach them to be holy. Teach them the principles, the laws that they didn't have before. Right? So he's teaching them the law that they must follow. They must do exactly what God said. And he said that what? You shall be holy, for I am holy. Right? He said that in chapter 19, verse 2. In chapter 19, verse 2, he said that you must be holy, for I am holy. Speak to all the congregation of the people of Israel and say to them, you shall be holy, for I am holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. So therefore, he don't want mess. He don't want mess. He give you the laws, follow it. The world right now, if you look throughout the news, the media, they're not following the laws, right? When Jesus came, guess what? The laws are still there. You still got to follow them. You still got to follow the laws. You still have to follow the laws. He just add an extra blessing to your life. But you still got to follow those old laws that God had put in place. Those never change. The laws never change. The laws are still there. You still got to follow the Sabbath. You still have to do everything else. You still cannot sleep around with your father's wife, your brother, your sister. You still cannot sleep with them. That's incest. The laws are still there. You choose to ignore them to fit your benefit. But guess what? God always have the last laugh. God always have the last laugh. So when you become sick and things don't go well around you, don't say God didn't warn you. Okay? Be blessed. Shalom. May the glory of God be upon you. May the peace of God be upon your family as you observe the laws and commandments of God. Okay? Shalom.